All right, let's talk about something we all think we know, housekeeping. But this isn't about making your bed. We're going to pull back the curtain and look at the massive, hidden system that actually keeps workplaces safe and huge organizations running like clockwork. Let's dive in. So, to get us started, I want you to think about this for a second. In any job, from a quiet office to a busy factory, what do you think is the number one cause of serious injuries? You might be thinking heavy machinery or maybe hazardous chemicals, right? Well, the answer is actually slips, trips, and falls. Yeah, really. It's the kind of thing that seems so basic, but it's the leading cause of major injuries. And you know what? Almost every single one of them is preventable. They all come back to one thing: poor housekeeping. And that is why this is about so much more than just being tidy. That's right. We're starting with the scary stuff. Because honestly, to really get why the system is so important, you first have to understand the huge risks when that system breaks down. This isn't about looks, it's about keeping people safe. Just look at this comparison. It's like two completely different worlds, right? On one side, you've got poor housekeeping, which leads to all sorts of hazards, clutter, and even brings down team morale. But on the other side, a good system does the exact opposite. We're talking fewer accidents, things running smoothly, better use of space, and a team that actually feels good about where they work. The difference is truly night and day. And believe me, these aren't just hypotheticals. We're talking about real, everyday dangers. Things falling off shelves because they were just shoved up there. Fire exits, the one thing you need in an emergency, being completely blocked by boxes. People tripping over junk left in the hallways. Or even just the buildup of old paper and waste, creating a massive fire risk. Every single one of these is a direct result of a broken housekeeping system. Okay, so if it's not just cleaning, then what is it? Let's get into what housekeeping actually means, and you'll see how it builds into this really smart, structured system that stops all those dangers we just talked about. So here's the official definition, and this is key. Notice it's not called a task, it's called an operational department. That's a huge difference. And it's responsible for three really distinct things: cleanliness, maintenance, and aesthetic upkeep. These three pillars are everything. So cleanliness is the obvious one, right? Getting rid of dirt and dust. But then there's maintenance. That's about function, making sure a flickering light gets reported or a leaky pipe gets fixed so things actually work properly. And finally, aesthetic upkeep. This is all about order. It's making sure everything is in its proper place, creating a space that isn't just clean, but feels organized and professional. A truly good system has to nail all three. Now, to see how all this works together on a huge scale, let's go behind the scenes at a hotel. I mean, think about it. Hotels are absolute masters of this hidden system. Their entire structure is a perfect example of how it all comes together. Right at the very heart of the whole operation is something called the housekeeping control desk. You should think of this as the air traffic control tower for the entire hotel. Seriously. Every single piece of information, every request, every problem, it all flows right through this one central hub. And this table just shows you how connected it is. The control desk is talking to everyone, all the time. It lets the front office know the second a room is ready, which means they can sell more rooms. It calls engineering to fix a broken TV. It fields guest requests and even coordinates with security for lost items. It's the central node that keeps the entire hotel machine running smoothly. And reporting into that control desk are all these specialized teams, and each one is basically a master of one of our three pillars. You've got the giant industrial-scale laundry, that is pure cleanliness. Then you have the horticulture team, handling all the plants and flowers. That's all about aesthetic upkeep. And then departments like pest control, making sure the building is safe and functional. That is core maintenance. It's this incredible machine, with every part dedicated to one of those key principles. Okay, so we've seen the dangers when things go wrong and the amazing complexity of a system that works. So let's bring it all home. What's the payoff? Why do places invest so much time and money into getting this right? Well, the results are huge. I mean, look at these numbers. A good housekeeping system can cut accidents by a whopping 50%. And when people can actually find what they need and move around freely, productivity can shoot up by 30%. Plus, a clean, safe environment can boost employee morale by 20%. These aren't small changes. These are game changers for any organization. And the benefits just keep spreading out. You get way better use of your time and space. You don't need to keep as much inventory on hand because you know where everything is. It all just flows better. And maybe most importantly, think about the impression it makes. Whether it's a customer, a client, or a hotel guest, a clean, orderly space just screams competence and care. So if you remember one thing from all this, please let it be this. Housekeeping isn't just a chore somebody has to do, it's a critical, fundamental system. And when that system is working, it creates safety, efficiency, and success. But when it fails, it creates nothing but danger and chaos. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Once you see the hidden system behind something like housekeeping, you start seeing these kinds of systems everywhere. So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What other invisible systems are all around you, right now, working hard to keep our world safe and in order every single day? Thanks for joining me.